At that time there was talk of a downgrade of the Indian economy. And he says, and I quote again, analysts and rating agencies had acknowledged our efforts some months ago and no longer speak about a downgrade. So clearly the atmosphere was one of depression, despondency and despair under the UPA government, and international agencies were talking about a downgrade. He was hoping that domestic experts will agree with the UPA government what it said when it put fiscal stability at the top of the agenda. This is a quote from his speech, that fiscal stability should be at the top agenda. And then he says, and very interestingly, I quote forward, I appeal to all political parties to join me in the pledge that we shall not, and then he repeats for emphasis, we shall never do anything that will affect the stability of the foundations of India's economy. This is Mr. Chidambaram's speech of 2014-15, which I have quoted from. And look at what has happened in 10 years. The country has moved from a fragile 5 economy left behind by Mr. Chidambaram to a top 5 economy in the world, from the 10th position to the 5th position in the world rankings of GDP. In UPA's regime, I suspect they remained flat. They inherited the 10th or 11th position, they are left behind the 10th position. We improved from the 10th position in the world to the 5th, and in the next 3.5 years, Prime Minister Modi will take this country to the 3rd position in world GDP rankings. In the 10 years that we have strengthened the macroeconomic fundamentals so much that the world today is looking up to India as a beacon of hope, as the country that will lead economic growth of the world, contribute the very large share to world economic growth.